Hi, I'm from the Urban Craft Center, and today I'm going to show you how to make one of our mini felt kits. And this one here is a little whale charm felt kit. And you can find these kits at some of the craft fairs that we go to, or you can find them at our Studio Plus shop in Santa Monica. We're located on 2433 Main Street in the Edgemar building in Santa Monica, California. And so the first thing you want to do after you have your kit is get a little foam block or a foam pad or some kind of kitchen sponge or a Tempur-Pedic pillow, just something nice and soft for you to felt on. You don't want to work on the hard table surface because you can break your needle that way. So after you have your foam, you can open up your kit and check out the contents. Here's an instruction sheet if you need more details. And so we've got that. And taped to the packaging is our needle. So just carefully slide that out. And this is a special needle specifically for needle felting. And it's a barbed needle, so there are some teeth going in that direction. And so if you slide your finger through the needle this way, it'll feel really smooth, but then if you go in the opposite direction, you can feel the teeth snagging against your skin. And what these teeth do is, when you have your wool, it will push the wool into itself and compact it and make it really dense. And that's really the essence of needle felting. These teeth on the needle pull the wool together so it becomes a really solid shape, solid form. So the first thing, but before we start needle felting, the first thing we want to do is actually take this felt strip here, this little piece of white felt, and fold it into half twice so that you kind of have this rectangular, squarish form. And what that's for, it's for the filling in here. This is just so it's easier to make this square shape and that you don't have to use as much of the blue wool. So now that you have this, you can take your blue wool, kind of open it up, flatten it out, and what I'm going to do is wrap the blue wool around the white felt. Okay, and I'm going to leave a little bit here on this side. This is going to be for the tail area. So I'm going to wrap this all around. And if you think it's too much, if you have too much wool, you can always pull off some. You can just pull it off, or you can just cut it. But I think this here is the right amount, so I wrapped it all around. And you're going to take your needle and start poking the wool where the white padding is hidden. So poke it all around. You don't have to poke that hard, just moderate pokes. You don't have to make the needle go all the way through or anything. So after you've done one side, you can flip it over, do it on the other side. You can start to see the form coming together. It's not this big fluffy ball of wool anymore. It's kind of dense and taking shape. And I'm going to fold over the extra bits that are on the side and just felt it together. And you can just tuck in any extra corners that you want flattened out. Basically just use your needle to make any shape that you want. So there's some white showing. I'm going to pull some wool over and hide it. And then I'm going to fill out the top and bottom too, to kind of puff it out some. And we don't have to worry about the tail part quite yet. Just want to get the shape of the body the way we want it. Okay, so it's kind of looking like it, starting to look like it. Okay. And I want the forehead of the whale to be a little bit round, so I'm going to poke that corner in a little bit. See? I'm going to work on the back side a little bit. Okay, and now we have all this extra bits here at the tail. We can pull some of it off. It might be a little bit too much. You can just use your hands and pull it. So now I have a little bit less. And you see here, this tail part, this tail area right over here, it's really pretty skinny. So what you have to do is just kind of squeeze this form together. Squeeze this part together and just felt it all around. Until it becomes really skinny. I'm going to give it a few pokes over here so the back of the whale will have this flat shape. Okay, see how it's starting to look like the whale? The more you poke it, the more dense your form is going to be and the smaller it's going to be. So that's why I'm poking the tail, this tail part, many times so that it will become smaller and smaller. It'll just be kind of dense in that area, but that's okay. Okay, so that's looking pretty okay. And then you know how the tail, this tail part here is kind of flat. So what we'll do is place it on our foam and kind of flatten out the tail area by just poking it all around on each side.